Hello? Oh my god, that's my voice. Yes, we are here and we are ready for some more Freddy. Just a moment and then I will press a button. Hello, hello. It is nice to see you all again. Now, if you look closely, you cannot see the game. That's because I have not opened it yet. Give me a moment. And we are here. See, this is because this is why I did not turn it on, because in the beginning we have this very dramatic cutscene where we are inside Freddy, and we have Chica here on the left side and then Bonnie on the right side. And then if you'll hang on just another moment, I forgot to put my headphones on. 2 seconds. First time live watching live. I'm so excited too. Hello to everyone. I'm glad to see you all in the chat saying hi. Turn on the FlaVR by Tours. I don't know what that is, but yes, I will do that. Okay, so I have my headphones now, so I can actually hear the game. That's good. My stream is lagging a bit on my end, but I think that might just be my laptop that I'm watching on, because it is a bit old. Stream is okay. It says it has a very good. The stream is laggy. Oh, I don't know. It said it has a very good connection. It might be because. No, I just. What is happening? At work, so can't stay long. That's okay. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you dropped by. The stream died. Yes, I'm sorry. sorry. I don't. Just a moment. Let me check what OBS has to say. Can I do anything? Eh? Okay, the screen is also really weird. I don't know why it is like this. Yeah, it is way too big. Let's just have it up there and down here, and yes. Let's go. All right. It might be better now. I hope so. There are only 2 viewers. No. Come back. It should be alright now. OBS hate. Yes, we blame OBS. I scared you off. No, it was not you. We're here. Yeah, that's good. It still says that there are only 2 viewers, but like I can see there are more in the chat. So let's just begin again. Let's play. Hell yes. Kino Lime is streaming. That's good. It died for a second. Yes. But it seems to be better now, so let's start. I actually managed to remember to reset my passes this time. I had like 3 stars and everything, and it looked so good, but now you unfortunately can't see that. You'll just have to trust my word. But don't worry, we'll get it back. We just need to win again. Let's listen to the phone guy for now. He's calling in, and yes, I won't be talking much while he's talking.
Hello and welcome to your new summer job at the new and improved FlaVR's Pizza. I'm here to talk you through some of the things you can expect to see during your first week here and to help you get started down this new and exciting career path. Now, I want you to forget anything you may have heard about the old location, you know. Some people still have a somewhat negative impression of the company. That old restaurant was kind of left to rot for quite a while, but I want to reassure you, FlaVR Entertainment is committed to family fun and above all, safety. They've spent a small fortune on these new animatronics. Facial recognition, advanced mobility. They even let them walk around during the day. Isn't that neat? But most importantly, they're all tied into some kind of criminal database so they can detect a predator a mile away.
That does not sound like it could be go wrong in any kind of way.
No new system is without its kinks. You're only the second guard to work at that location. The first guy finished his week but complained about conditions.
I wonder what that could be.
The day shift. So, hey, lucky you, right? Mainly he expressed concern that certain characters seemed to move around at night and even attempted to get into his office. Now, from what we know, that should be impossible. That restaurant should be the safest place on Earth. So while our engineers don't really have an explanation for this, the working theory is that the robots were never given a proper night mode. So when it gets quiet, they think they're in the wrong room. So then they go try to find where the people are, and in this case, that's your office. So our temporary solution is this. There's a music box over by the prize counter, and it's rigged to be wound up remotely. So just every once in a while, switch over to the prize counter video feed and wind it up for a few seconds. It doesn't seem to affect all of the animatronics, but it does affect one of them.
So much trouble for just one.
And as for the rest of them, we have an even easier solution. You see, there may be a minor glitch in the system, something about robots seeing you as an endoskeleton without a costume on and wanting to stuff you into a suit. So,
You know, just the usual small things.
the Freddy FlaVR head.
Woo! Let's go! Sorry if that was loud.
And leave it on for as long as you want. Eventually, anything that wandered in will wander back out.
Game is just a bit low. You think at this point they would? Nah, Exorcist. That's too much. Freddy FlaVR Entertainment cannot afford that.
And even though your flashlight can run out of power,
Us, yeah, remember.
so don't worry about the place going dark. Well, I think that's it. You should be golden. Check the lights, put on the Freddy head if you need to.
I will. Oh,
Piece of cake. Have a good night, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.
okay. Just a moment, I will turn up the game volume. I sure hope nothing bad happens while I exit the game and look around in OBS. Okay, how is this? I don't know if you can hear the game because... wind up. Indie food chain. Yes, please understand. It's funny because in like the books, they're like this mass media franchise with like hundreds of locations all over the world, or the USA at least. But like in the games, they have 3 locations tops. So yeah, it's all good. Yes, is the audio okay? Can you hear it better now? There are books. There are so many books. There are like 17 officially out, and then the 18th one is also out. I have read it, but like the wiki page says it does not come out until later. Or maybe it has come out. Yeah, we're doing a book review stream, unlike Friday, but 3 of them are in a much, they're in a different like category, so we will not be reviewing them. We'll only be reviewing 12 books. So like, okay, let's talk a bit about Phone Guy's phone call, because he said a lot of interesting things. Like for instance, we are in a new location first and foremost. Oh, someone's in the wind. That's good. Ah, music box. Yeah, I forgot I need to actually play in this game on the first night. But like he says, we are in a new location. But this game, we are actually not. This game is actually a prequel to the first one, not a sequel. And there are several things that indicate that. Like for instance, he says they even let the animatronics walk around during daytime. Whereas in FNaF 1, the phone guy would say that they used to be able to walk around around during the day too, but then the bite of 87 happened. So like this takes place just before the bite of 87 happens. And you will also see because we get like a paycheck at the end of night 5. And the paycheck shows that the year we are in is 1987. So like the bite of 87 happens in around this time, and that is what causes this restaurant to close down. And then because like the AI of the new animatronics goes completely insane, goes completely bonkers. Toy Bunny. Yeah, see, we need to wait ahead when he comes in the vent. And then he will like go by. See, he was kind of click this time, but like Toy Bunny is actually the most annoying little piece of shit in this game, because sometimes he'll just like stay in that room and not leave, and like your entire music box will go down. FNaF 2 does have lower mini games. We'll talk about them once I die, because I very much plan on dying during 96. Bunny hate. Yes, Toy Bunny hate. I mean, he's also kind of one of my favorites because he's really cute. But like, he's so annoying because the other animatronics that you can see like in these vent lists are Toy Chica, Mangled, which is this new Foxy who is kind of having a bit of trouble. And then Balloon Boy, you might have heard of him. Yeah, we won the first night, that's great. But the other three, they can stay in the vent for a maximum of 5 seconds. So like you can just count to 5 in your head, and then if you don't mess that up, they'll be gone like afterwards. However, Toy Bunny can stay as long as you like. He doesn't have like a limit for some reason. He works a bit differently. I'm a natural. Yes. You're talking about these. The previous location.
The idea at first was to repair them. They even started retrofitting them with some of the newer technology, but they were just so ugly, you know? And the smell.
Poor Freddy. Yeah, he mentions the smell. That's the dead body. Hello. It's okay, you're late.
Those older ones shouldn't be able to walk around, but if they do, the whole Freddy head trick should work on them too. So,
guys, do you think they're going to wander around? I wonder.
I love those old
Will they
characters.
wander around?
Did you ever see Foxy the Pirate? Oh wait, Foxy. Oh yeah, Foxy. Hey, listen.
Oh yes, music box. I forgot.
I'm not sure if the Freddy head trick will work on
We cannot see Foxy right now. He's only visible once he has been in the hall and then is back in part service. And only if there are no other animatronics in part of service.
Disoriented with bright light. You would call the system restart or something.
Yes, watching this door for burglars. Stealing your flesh.
It might hold him in place for a few seconds. That glitch might have carried over to the newer model.
Dr. Feast, I think that's right.
One more thing.
See, now Mangle has joined us.
I'll be honest, I never liked that puppet thing.
Yeah,
Always thinking.
you can see it on the drawings. It is a bit creepy, some might say. That is the puppet. She lives inside the music box.
Anyway, I'm sure it won't be a problem.
And I'll talk much more about her later because she has a lot of lore time. Well, Phone Guy was done now. Let's talk about her now. Yeah, and you just heard that high. That is Balloon Boy. He makes like a noise every time he moves, and it takes 4 moves until he is in your vents and like about to get you. And he can say either hi or hello or ha ha ha. But yes, Charlie or Charlotte Emily is the name of the girl who is possessing the puppet. See, now he moved once again, Balloon Boy. That's okay. There's a certain ambient noise that will sort of go off when we are in trouble, for real. So like, as long as that one isn't going off, we are fine. Hi. He's screaming. And now Foxy's here. And now we can hear the ambient noise. It's like doo doo doo. And it often means that someone's in the hallway or like close to you. As now we can hear someone's in there. Is it explained? Yes, it's because they're haunted. And why do they attack you when you're haunted? Some say it's because they think you're the killer, or like that they just don't trust adults in general because of, you know, they were murdered by an adult. Because phone guys will also later on in the night say that they interact with kids just fine, but when they see an adult, they just stare. See, now Foxy here. Let's flash him a bit. Mangle is there too. But we do not need to worry about Mangle. Mangle will not attack from the hallway. She will have to like go through the vents and then come out here in the right vent. Toy Chick and Balloon Boy take left vent and Mangle take right. Okay, I should blind the music box. But like Charlie, Emily, she's like, she was the first of the children who got murdered. She's not one of the 5 victims that we hear about in FNaF 1. She was murdered like a couple of years before that in 1983, I believe. And we actually do get to see her death both in this game and in the 6th game, Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria Simulator. Someone's in the vent. Who could that be? A type. Yes. But like her father, Henry Emily, he was originally one of the guys who established Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria along with William Afton. Like they were 2 best friends, best buddies, and then they made this pizzeria thing together and, you know, built the pizzeria together. And then things were going well until William Afton like killed Charlie. And then Henry became sad because of that. That stuff happens when you kill someone's daughter. Originally, Henry didn't know that William was the one who did it, or maybe he was like in denial, trying to, you know, he didn't want to believe. Freddy's here. No. She's the blonde girl. No, that's not her. That's Susie. She's another girl. She's the one who possesses Chica. But yes, Charlie possesses the puppet, and it is also kind of believed that she's sort of the reason why the other Metronics are possessed. There is a minigame that shows that. You'll see once they die a lot of time. So like William Afton and Henry Emily, they originally made a restaurant that was called Fredbear's Family Diner, and then later on they made Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria, which happened before this one, and which is where Charlie was killed. And then also two years later, the other 5 children were killed, and that was known as the missing children incident. Charlie's body was most likely found because when she died outside in the rain, she was locked outside the pizzeria and couldn't get in. The body, like the puppet, it was made specifically to protect her, so it like came outside and, you know, gave her a hug, wrapped herself in it, and then it malfunctioned because of the rain, and so then Charlie started possessing the puppet. That's basically it. Okay. Toy Chica is here. Hello, Toy Chica. Yes, so 6 a.m. Night 2, let's go. Now we have for night 3. This is when a lot of the older animatronics will start getting more active and we get another one of these scenes. See, now Chica and Bonnie, if they go to the side, are staring a bit more directly there. They're not, it's like they have noticed something. Maybe it's because they know that something is not right. That we are just a kid, that we are just small souls trapped inside the animatronics. It's not really like clear what exactly these scenes mean or something. Some believe that it is it's me, it says up here as well. Some believe that it's like the night guards who having nightmares about the place. And then others believe that maybe it's something about how you're the murderer, because the murderer was hiding inside an animatronic suit. So there could be like the murderer hiding in its suit and your victims, the animatronics, getting suspicious of you. Oh, hello, Cine. Cine's here. Hello, hello. Good to see you. And they tried to remake Foxy. That, kids code. Ah, those darn kids. Am I right? Eventually they just stopped trying and left them as some kind of take apart, put back together attraction. Now it's just a mess. Ah! So just a moment, I spilled some butter on my keyboard. I have to go real quick and get some paper. Why are you all talking about water? I said water. Water. That is, a totally normal thing to drink. And I pressed it around the enter button. That is why the game is starting. I will, start it properly when we are playing again. Yeah. Just a moment. Oh, that is a Foxy rare screen. That's really nice. It's really cool we got to see that. I don't see that a lot. You get it randomly sometimes when the game starts, I believe. I don't know. Or when you begin a night. I think it's when you begin a night, because we just began a night. Yes, that makes sense. And then there's also rare screen Toy Bunny and one other rare screen I can't remember. Bye. But yes, they're pretty cool. Did I start a new game? Oops. That's okay. We'll just beat it again. We didn't have any troubles last time. Then we can talk a bit more. Okay, so we may have to start again for night one. That's my fault. I'll take that one. It's not. I do not hydrate with butter. What is that? Let me just mute this call. Then we can spend some more time talking about everything that's going on. See, here we have the animatronics. The puppet. She rests inside that music box that is Charlotte Emily. I just explained that to you. And then here we have Mangled. As Bug Guy says, let me just start from the beginning. These three animatronics, they are Chica, Freddy, and Bunny. But we also call them Toy Chica, Toy Freddy, and Toy Bunny to differentiate them from the original Chica, Freddy, and Bunny. And then the old Chica, Freddy, and Bunny, they are inside parts and service. Foxy too, but you cannot see him. And then Foxy was remade into this thing called the Mangled, because kids couldn't keep their hands to themselves. And if you look at these teeth, I don't think it's very safe for kids to be around that, especially if you think about the biter face. You may wonder how that happened, but yes, we'll also talk more about that later. But yeah, and Balloon Boy, he's here in Camp 10. You can't see him in other camps, only when he's here in Camp 10. But Mangle, you would think his original name would be Toy Foxy. Now, when the other three are named Toy Tiger and Toy Freddy and Toy Bunny. But nope, because apparently in FNaF World, he got the name Funtime Foxy. And not only was that like weird because it was different from everyone else, it got even more weird when, you know, in Five Nights at Freddy's 5 sister location, there was a new animatronic completely different from this one, also called Toy Funtime Foxy. And the two are not the same, so that is why I just refer to like the collected Mangle as, you know, Toy Foxy. Well, not collected, what do you call it? The repaired, fixed Foxy, Toy Foxy. Yes, I call him Toy Foxy because of that, because the other thing is just stupid. Funtime Foxy is a completely different character I don't care about, but FNaF World says that game is not even canon. Oh yeah, music box. We have to find that too. And then there's a fun fact about these plates, paper plates, pals. Paper pal plates, they're called something like that. They actually are like a secret animatronic. They have an AI too. And it is random every time you like play a night, whether the AI will be 1 or it will be 0. And if it is 0, then nothing will happen and they'll just stay like that the rest of the night. But if it is 1, then they'll start moving towards your office. You cannot see them in other cameras, but you may see them later on in your office, like hanging on the wall here on this side. And yeah, it doesn't really do anything. It doesn't attack you or anything like that. It's just a cool, fun little Easter egg. You know, a rare thing that happens that's kind of neat to that. Have to head back to work. Ah, that's too bad. No, actually sounds interesting. It is so interesting. I'm really obsessed. I mean, you have to be a bit obsessed with the lore if you're gonna read 17 books about it and try to figure something out. How is Balloon Boy dangerous? Is he going to inflate the guard? I mean, funny thing you said. Balloon Guy, he cannot directly kill you, but he will show up here, and then if you fail to like put the mask on and instead open up the monitor, then he will get inside your office, and then he'll stand there and laugh at you like the whole time, constantly, and he will have taken your batteries, so you can no longer flash Foxy when you need to, and you can also not check the vent lights. So yes, Foxy will then later on kill him because of it. And a lot of people actually think Balloon Boy is the most annoying one because of his laughter, and how he just stands there in the office and, you know, laughs at you. But they're wrong. It's Toy Bunny who's the most annoying. Objective. So not a lot is really happening. We haven't heard any vent noises. It's pretty easy to hear both Toy Bunny and Toy Tiger. Let's see if we can find them anywhere. Yes, signal interrupted. This means something has moved. See, now Toy Tiger is getting sort of close to us. She's in this camp just before entering the vent. She's not really that close because once she enters that vent, she'll have to move once again before she gets here. Like when you can see her here, she is not in this spot. There are 2 vent locations. Ah yes, the puppet. I need to remember that. So yes, that's why that signal noise siren thing you can hear, the ambient sound as it is called, goes off. And then it also goes off when someone's in the hallway. See, now, right now, Freddy's in the hallway. But he's not close to attacking us. He should be a bit... Oh! Whoops, died on first night. Well, that's not so good. But we need to die a couple times. Otherwise, we'll never get, like, the mini-games and such. EMP, I do not... Is that emergency protocol? I mean, maybe, but like... chances are that the toy animatronics, like the newer one, they are probably dead as well. No, that made no sense. That's not what I wanted to say. They are probably haunted by dead kids as well. A lot of people, when they talk about FNaF lore, don't really talk about that or the toy animatronics in general, which is a shame because they're some of my favorites. Electromagnetic pulse. Oh, I don't know. But like FNaF, the toy animatronics, chances, I believe personally that they are haunted because there's a certain death minigame, which we will also see once we die enough times. And that one shows, another series of murder taking place, like 5 other children being killed, and the whole like Toy Chica removing her beak and eyes, that looks pretty persist to me. And Toy Freddy as well, his eyes goes like completely black when he's inside the office and when he's in the hall close to the office. And yes, Toy Bunny's pupils also kind of, sort of get larger once he gets closer and closer to the U, so that also something that kind of talks for that. And then there is Mangle, who is just able to crawl on walls and all that sort of stuff. Like when he gets inside the office, he'll be like hanging at the ceiling, and so. And yes, I stutter a lot. I apologize for that. But in the newer games, there is some sort of explanation that, well, not an explanation, but there is this company that like produces animatronic that tries to make new Mangle and says that they were never quite able to figure out the technology used to make Mangle able to crawl on walls. And I think that is because like when the Mangle is haunted, it's the ghost that's crawling on the walls. Without the mouth is cursed. Yes, it's very cursed. You can see right here. Hey, Toy Chica. How's it going? And then there's also another thing. It's small, but like Toy Bunny has a line of dialogue in the mobile phone game, the AR game, where he like tries to count to 10, but he's really bad at it. And like that only makes sense if he's, haunted by a child, because if he was a robot, he wouldn't be like programmed to be bad at counting. There's a child who's young and hasn't, been around for long. I don't know what to say. Might not, be able to count correctly yet. A Toy Chica is here. Now we need to not die to her, unlike last time. That would be nice. That would be nice. We also need to check the puppet though. It's really slow on the first night, the music box. That also makes you kind of forget about it though, because on later nights you can't really afford to forget about it, because like you'll be thinking about it all the time. I think that was her leaving. Yeah, on later night as well, animatronics will be entering and exiting the vents constantly. So you need to, you cannot rely on the noise, the dum 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 vent noise they make and think they're gone. You have to like count to 5 to make sure they're gone, because they can stay in the office for a maximum of 5 seconds. Except for Toy Bunny though, but he will like, you'll know when he's gone because he, sort of gets inside the office and then does a sliding animation across the screen, and then once that's done, you can continue on your job. So yes, that's it. And what else is there to talk about? Let's talk about a bit about the bite of 1987, because this game takes place in 1987. And that it's kind of relevant That's what I'm trying to say. When the first game came out, a lot of people thought that it was actually Foxy who did the bite of 1987, and you know that was why he was out of order, and also because I need to check. I'm sorry, I don't know why I'm doing so bad. It's only night 1. I can beat this. I have beaten it. I shouldn't be doing this bad. I'm sorry. Okay, I'll pay a bit more attention to playing the game. But yeah, originally a lot of people thought that Foxy was the one who did the bite of 1987 because he's a fox, he has a lot of sharp teeth, and that was maybe the reason why he was out of order. It makes sense. However, there were also a few people who believed that Freddy was the one who committed the bite of 87. And that was mostly because there is a certain image of Freddy where he's like facing forward, where if you kind of brighten that image up, you can see something that looks like handprints on his face, which might be because a child tried to push him away or something. But yeah, not a lot of people thought it was him though. Most people were on Team Foxy. And then I don't think another reason why people thought it was Freddy was because there were the rule list, the list of rules, and one of them said, do not touch Freddy, specifically Freddy, and not anything about the other animatronics. And I don't think anyone thought that either Chica or Bonnie were the one who did it. But then, FNaF 2 came around, and this one takes place in, 1987. And the animatronics are walking around during a day, so that means the bite of 1987 has not happened yet. So who could it possibly be? A lot of people now then turned away kind of from Foxy and Freddy because, they were both out of order. And if this was something that, make them unable to continue have the animatronics walking around during the day, it would make most sense if it was one of the animatronics who are actually walking around during the day. You're scared? I'll hold your hand, don't worry. I like the part where the bear scares you. I do not like the part because I need to win this. I can't be this bad at it. I had no problem with the first 2 nights, the first time, and then the water accident. Not water accident happened. But yes, the new crime spot suspect was then Mangle, because if you look at Mangle, you'll see he has a lot of teeth and they look really, really sharp, and he's around the kids. The kids are always touching him and such, putting him back together, and probably taking him apart more than they're putting him back together. And yes, maybe Mangle had enough of that being torn apart. Maybe his feelings were hurt. And that was why he did the bite and bit one of the kids. Or, maybe it was just the programming, messing up. Another reason people believe that it was one of the toy animatronics who did the bite is also because, as we know from FNaF 1, is after this game the toy animatronics was scrapped and they returned to using the original animatronics, even though they had spent a small fortune, as Phone Guy said, on these animatronics. And Phone Guy always tells the truth, so I believe him. But that, and yeah, the reason why they might choose to abandon these toy animatronics in favor of, oh, my cat just joined me on my lap. But yes, one reason they might have chosen to, abandon the toy animatronics were if there was, this big problem with the AI that caused them to, bite someone. Yeah, that kind of makes sense. Then, another animatronic who, recently, especially after FNaF 7, has been accused of committing the crime is Toy Chica. This girl with a happy, silly little smile. And this is mostly because in Ultimate Custom Night she has a voice line that goes, "Where's my dick? In your forehead, silly." And I realized that, you know, it kind of... that sentence kind of, you know, points at her being the perpetrator. But I also think it's a bit stupid, because if you look at her mouth is so small, I don't get how she could, like, bite a forehead with it. Or, like, even crush someone. Especially because she normally has a beak in during the day. And I don't know, I don't think that beak could, like, really get into her forehead. Maybe it could if she's haunted at last night. So yes, that is it. And there are also other stuff, like in FNaF 4, there is a girl with some small doll toys, like she has toy figurines of all the the toy animatronics. And the toy Chica figurine is missing its head. No, not its head, sorry. It's beak. It's beak. I don't know why I said it. But yes, Toy Chica animatronic figurine was missing its beak, and Scott kind of drew more attention to that fact, because in FNaF World, during the loading screens, one of the loading screens would say, "Why is Toy Chica missing her beak?" You know, kind of making it sound as if there is more to that. But I don't know. I don't really like the idea that Toy Chica was the one who committed it. I just does not... I mean, if you look at them, I know looks can be deceiving, but doesn't this thing that toddlers play around with all day look way more likely to, you know, commit a crime? But he's just standing there. Yes, you don't have to do anything when he's just in the hallway. It's only Foxy who can, like, attack you directly for the hallway. He will then... His next move, I think he will get a bit closer, and then he will appear inside the office, and that is when you need to pull down the mask. Before that, there's no use pulling down the mask. That will just, you know, that is a waste of time. It doesn't do anything. Anyway, we did it! Woo! Yeah. If I was a kid, I would also be terrified of playing with this thing. Like, it does not look safe to play with at all. But yes, Foxy is the fan favorite, not just in the universe, also like in real life. He has a lot of fans.
Those are from the previous location, and we just use them for parts now. The idea at first was to repair them. They even started retrofitting them with some of the newer technology, but they were just so ugly, you know? And the smell.
The smell. That is the smell of dead bodies.
Go in a whole new direction and make them super kid friendly. Those older ones shouldn't be able to walk around, but if they do, the whole Freddy head trick should work on them too, so whatever. I love those old characters. Did you ever see Foxy the Pirate? Oh wait, Foxy. Oh yeah, Foxy. Hey listen, that one was always a bit twitchy. I'm not sure if the Freddy head trick will work on Foxy. If for some reason he activates during the night, and you see him standing at the far end of the hall, just flash your light at him from time to time. Those older models would always get disoriented with bright light. It would cause a system restart or something. Come to think of it, you might want to try that on any room where something undesirable might be. It might hold him in place for a few seconds.
It doesn't.
That glitch might have carried over to the newer models too. One more thing, don't forget the music box. I'll be honest, I never liked that puppet thing. It's always thinking, and it can go anywhere. I don't think the Freddy mask will fool it, so just don't forget the music box. Anyway, I'm sure it won't be a problem. Have a good night, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Okay. If I get a night job at Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria, do I get free pizza? Yes, but it will come out of your paycheck, so it's not really that free. So, You might want to think twice about that. I think FlaVR cooperation is like pretty, you know, suspicious. What is the word I'm looking for? Sorry, I forgot. Scummy. They're pretty scummy. I was thinking scammy, but that was not quite it. It's scummy. They're pretty scummy when it comes to like money and that kind of stuff. The upper jawless body is kind of unsettling. I remember back in the day there were a lot of jokes about Chica being the one eating his face, because doing FNaF 1 there was like this. I mean, she had the bib that said "Let's eat," and then she had her own cupcake friend. And a lot of people joked a lot about how she liked pizzas a lot. Also because you can hear her when she was in the kitchen, she was banging pans and all kinds of stuff. And that joke about her loving to eat and liking pizza also got carried into Security Breach, the newest game. But yeah, originally a lot of people joked back in the days that she was the one who was eating on his face. Hello, friend. Also, I still find it fun. They're not the children in mega suits. Like you can see here, I don't think the children like have their limbs inside the legs and such, because that would be visible. I think they're just like all inside the stomach, so it's not completely mega suit. Balloon Boy hate. No, we hate Toy Bunny more here. Ah, there he is, staring at me. He knew I was talking about him. Go away. Shush, shush. Thank you. Ah! There was a fox. That caught me off guard. I don't know if you could hear that. Yes, but we need to die. We need those death mini games because you know, in order to like talk about them and the lore, they need to occur. Does it offer workers come? No. There's your answer. It does not. It's scummy, as I said. Okay, so we died. That was not too good, but yeah, we'll do better this time. Find the music box. It's also because in these earlier nights there's not really that much happening, which means that I get a bit bored and then I just start looking around at the cameras, looking for stuff to happen. And then I, you know, get kind of caught up in looking around at the cameras and forget to pay attention to the game and the stuff I'm actually, you know, supposed to be doing. Yes, for the mini games. We're doing this for the mini games. Nice. See, nothing's happening. Okay. It's boring to just sit and watch and do nothing. See, none of these guys have even moved. Like, what am I supposed to be doing? Famous last words. 2 has the best rounds, yeah. Yes. I think 2 and 4 both have pretty good jump scares. I've played 2 way more than 4 though, and that means I've kind of gotten more used to like the jump scares and the fact that they're happening. I mean, there's still some. Hi Bunny, nice to see you. There's still some that catch me off guard, mostly Foxy. But yes, FNaF 2 are quite good jump scares. Okay. Yeah, I think it's Toy Bunnies crawling around in the vents. It's also funny because when they crawl around in the vents in FNaF 2, you know, it's pretty... Oh, shit. No, he's not here. I was checking the wrong candidate. I thought I'd seen him leave. But like in FNaF 2, when they're crawling around in the vents, you can very much hear it. It makes a lot of noise. And that makes sense because, you know, these big giant robots made of metal, of course they would make noise. And then in FNaF 3, it gets, you know, a little less quiet, but you can like still very much hear when someone's crawling around. However, in FNaF 6, which is the next game that involves no sister locations, also has vents. I don't remember how those were. But in Night 6, the vents are so quiet. Like, you really need to sit and listen with a headphone on and pay attention because you almost can't hear it. And you need to be able to hear if they're coming from left vent or the right vent. And it's just so difficult. And I really think that it's more realistic that it's not difficult, that, you know, they're just crawling around making a lot of noise. Everyone is saying hello to Balloon Boy, our beloved friend. There he is. Hello. Hooray. Please and thank you. I think that's a better thing. See, in the earlier nights, like, you can easily just take a chance and then think he's gone when you hear, you know, the bump in the vents. But later on in the nights, you really don't have enough time to be able to do that. Because then it will not be him who has left, it will be someone else who has entered the vent. And then you need to wait another 5 seconds for him to leave, and then the music box opens up. What's the reason for the music box? That is Charlie. She's the child possessing the puppet. If the music box runs out, then she will come and kill me. So I need to make sure it does not come. Now he's here again already. That was quick. And Toy Bunny's here too. Better get rid of both of them while we're at it. It's 4 AM. And we have plenty of flashlight there. Guaranteed loss. Yes, guaranteed. You cannot use the mask. Oh, Vank. You can hear the static noise now. That's because Mank is in this vent. You don't even need to look at the vent. It's really... Yeah, and see, I could also tell he was the one who left there because the static noise stopped. It's really easy to tell, like, when he's in the office, you don't even need to check the vent. That's what I was trying to say. Then it's flash the fox a bit. He doesn't need too much flashing here earlier on in the nights. But later on, he becomes probably the most difficult character to deal with. I think him, Puppet, and Toy Bunny, they're like this whole... What's the opposite of the Holy Trinity? The Evil Trinity. The Cursed Trinity. I don't know. They're mean. Someone is moving around in the hall. It's Toy Freddy. It's fine. We don't need to worry about that. Okay, it's 5 AM. I think we've got this one. Yes, I'm confident. Also, the flashlight battery in this game compared to the first one, where you had, you know, the whole power system, it is a lot easier to like keep the flashlight battery going for the entire night, unless of course you have the misfortune of meeting Balloon Boy, who will then, you know, completely steal your batteries. 6 AM. Woo! But yes, but that's also because like using the lights at the vents and using the monitor without flashlight does not drain your power or anything. So it's a lot less difficult. See, now they're looking even more at me, these two. There are some scary noises in the background. It's quite spooky. See, this is also where we got to last time before I was stopped. It's me. Yes. Are you inside Freddy? I don't really know. I mean, it looks like it is. But it's kind of unclear what those sounds mean. It's not Mario. It's Cassidy or Eden.
Did Foxy ever repair the hallway?
He did.
Probably not. I was just curious. Like I said, he was always my favorite. They tried to remake Foxy, you know? They thought the first one was too scary, so they redesigned him to be more kid-friendly instead of Kids Cove. To keep the toddlers entertained, you know? But kids these days just can't keep their hands to themselves.
Those darn kids.
Had to put Foxy back together at the end of every shift. Eventually they just stopped trying and left him as some kind of take apart, put back together attraction. Now he's just a mess of parts. I think the employees refer to him as just the mangle. Oh hey, before I go, I wanted to ease your mind about any rumors you might have heard lately. You know how these local stories come and go and seldom mean anything. I can personally assure you that whatever is going on out there, however tragic it may be, has nothing to do with our establishment.
He's talking about the missing kids incident.
People trying to make a buck, you know. Our guard during the day has reported nothing unusual, and he's on watch from opening till close. Okay, well anyway, hang in there and I'll talk with you tomorrow.
And now Foxy is gone. See, there is also a bit of speculation about whether or someone's... Hey, look! It's Tika! She decided to pay us a visit. Isn't that nice of her? But yeah, there's a bit of, you know, talk about whether or not the phone calls in FNaF 2 are like pre-recorded or whether you actually get them during the night. Because he does call you like in the first game, it's pre-recorded. Phone guy specifically tells you that he is going to leave a message for you to help you get settled in on your first night. But in this game, phone guy talks a lot more directly to you, as if it is a phone call. And yet there's still some stuff that, you know, kind of like has more proof, shows more that... Sorry, I can't talk. But there's other strong proof that it is actually, at the very least, a recorded phone call. Which is because in the beginning of the first night in this game, phone guy said, "Welcome to your new summer job," even though the paycheck we get later on will show that we are actually in November, and that is not normally a time for a summer job. And then one could argue, of course, that maybe it takes place in the southern hemisphere or something, but like it does not. It takes place in America. I think that's very much confirmed, especially with the books, that it takes place in a small town called Hurricane in Utah, in the US of A. And then there's some other stuff that, like, phone guy, for instance, said during this night that, you know, the guys who were keeping watch during the day hadn't noticed anything peculiar, even though at this point in time, like, all the animatronics are acting way peculiar. Of course, it's Utah, yes. Bunny's here, but we were quick, so I don't think anything's gonna happen to us. Aha, I was ready for him. Not gonna get me that easily. You aren't. Yes, the animatronics get a bit quirky. They do. That is also a meme. I don't know if you have seen that, but yes. There are some very funny videos. I'll share them on my on Twitter later. Ah, I forgot the fox. Got too caught up in the memes, sorry. That happens to the best of us. But yes, where was I? Utah, USA. Anyway, this takes place in USA, not in Australia or anywhere else in the Southern Hemisphere. And yes, there is also, like, later on in night 4 phone call, I think, phone guy will say that the animatronics have begun to act suspicious. And that they interact with kids just fine, but when they see an adult, they just stare. And you know, that again kind of like proves that the phone guy was, you know, doing the whole recording these messages. The animatronics weren't originally haunted during the first couple of days, but then later on they started acting weird. However, that doesn't match with what we know in this game, because clearly the animatronics right now are, you know, all acting strange. They're all trying to kill us. They're all haunted right now, if you believe them. I think the people who don't believe that the toy animatronics are haunted, they instead kind of put the blame on the whole criminal system thingy that phone guy said they had implemented, and that someone has been messing with that, which and you know, they have screwed it up in such a way that they think you're a predator, and that's why they're trying to, like, you know, kill you. But I don't really think that makes too much sense either, because if the animatronics were working properly, then they wouldn't try to, you know, physically assault you and kill you. Then they would probably just call the police. Like, I think that's what the phone guy says, that they're able to call the police, dial 911, something. The silly Willy state of metaphors, yes. These metaphors are gonna get the best of me. The thing about Five Nights at Freddy's is it has also got me, like, quite interested in, you know, animatronics in general. Like, I live in Germany, so I do not have a Chuck E. Cheese, but I kind of want to go to a Chuck E. Cheese and, you know, actually watch the animatronics, if nothing else than just because FNaF is sort of inspired by Chuck E. Cheese. But from what I can understand, a lot of the restaurants, or whatever you call Chuck E. Cheese, don't even have animatronics anymore. They instead just use mascots and costumes, which are a lot less unsettling, but, like, the whole point is that they're supposed to be creepy animatronics and unsettling. That's what makes them so good. I guess you can find it in yes, it's boring. It's boring to think they're just, like, you know, not haunted. It's more fun to think they murdered. Yeah. I also saw, like, an article someday about the animatronics from Chuck E. Cheese being for sale, and, you know, I was kind of, like, thinking about what if I really started saving money, and, you know, I don't have many expenses. I live at home, but, like, if I just started saving up, then maybe I could buy one. But I don't have any need for an animatronic like that. I just wanted to stay in my bedroom and then maybe do something like, you know, dress it up as Freddy or something. You know, keep the endoskeleton and then change the exoskeleton, as we say in robotic language. But yeah, too expensive and too, you know, too much of a purchase I can't really justify for any reason. Chuck E. Cheese isn't as popular. They've almost all been wrong to death. That's sad. I think that's sad, but, like, it's not really for me to feel sad about that. I've never been to one. Yeah, I think a lot of Chuck E. Cheese locations don't have any animatronics anymore. You know, back in the early days of Five Nights at Freddy's, a lot of people were comparing the games to like Chuck E. Cheese for obvious reason. They both have creepy animatronics. And I know there was a lot of talk about, you know, the game being inspired by a certain chain of murder events that happened at one Chuck E. Cheese, where a former employee would, I think, hide in the store after midnight, and then because he was angry that he got fired, he would like kill four human beings. And then each animatronic in FNaF 1 kind of, you know, showed, was kind of like related to one of the victims. But I don't think Scott knew about that when he made this game. I think he just thought creepy animatronics, I can work with that. Also because it doesn't really make sense, and, you know, it's kind of weird to, you know, style your horror game after a real life of murders. Don't go to a Chuck E. Cheese alone as a dude in his 20s. You'll be on a list. Don't worry, I'm a 12-year-old doctor and I'm female, so I won't have any trouble. The light is getting out. It's using on my light. Anyway, line up the music box. Let's go. 5 AM. Gonna press the box. Could probably buy an abandoned right? Yes, an animatronic or a Chuck E. Cheese location. I think you mean an animatronic. We did it! Congratulations everyone, we did it! Absolutely no problems at all or anything that was about to go wrong. Everything went just as it should, yes. See, now they're like staring directly into my soul. And see, Golden Freddy's here too. Why is Golden Freddy here? I don't know. But he says that whole "it's me" thing, so like, that could be, you know, the even part of Golden Freddy, because there are two souls possessing Golden Freddy. I've talked about this earlier. There's Cassidy and there's Ivan. And Ivan is the brother of Mike, who was a security guard at one point. And Ivan sort of died because of Mike. And then it could, you know, be him trying to communicate with Michael, saying, you know, the whole it's me, your brother, Ivan. Flawless night, yes. No skills whatsoever. I mean, full skills whatsoever. No mistakes whatsoever. Okay. One guy's calling us again. Hello.
Hey there, night 4. I told you to get the hang of it. Okay, so just to update you, there's been somewhat of an investigation going on. We may end up having to close for a few days.
That.
I want to emphasize, though, that it's really just a precaution. FlaVR Entertainment denies any wrongdoing. These things happen sometimes.
These things happen.
It'll all get sorted out in a few days. Just keep an eye on things and I'll keep you posted. Just as a side note though, try to avoid eye contact with any of the animatronics side if you can. Someone may have tampered with their facial recognition systems. We're not sure. But the characters have been acting very unusual, almost aggressive towards the staff. They interact with the kids just fine, but when they encounter an adult, they just stare. Anyway, hang tight, we'll all pass. Good night.
Thank you. So like, we don't get too much, you know, new information from this phone call. He talks about how, you know, things are going wrong, but we kind of already... we may have had a hunch already that things were not exactly as they were supposed to be. I like how he goes anyway. Yes, me too. I love Phone Guy, he's one of my favorite characters. The way he talks is just so amazing. Like, you know, it's fitting for a horror game, but you know, it's also kind of funny in a bizarre way. Like when he goes, then there was the bite of 87, you know, and then just continue on like that was nothing, and yeah, it's fun. It's good that I'm like explaining the jokes to you guys. Everyone knows that makes jokes funnier. Find that music box. But yes, Mangle is here. Mangle is not gonna attack from there though. He will need to get in through the vent first. Mangle is kind of similar to Balloon Boy in that he won't kill you instantly when he gets into the office. He will just, you know, be there and will wait to kill you until later on. Like when he enters your office, he starts hanging from above the ceiling, and once he has gone in there, you can't do anything to get him out. Like you're completely doomed and screwed over. And then he will randomly at some point in time when you are putting down the monitor attack and, you know, swing directly towards. That is also another reason people thought that Mangle was the one responsible for the fight of 87. Because of the way he, you know, just swings towards you in his jump scare animation. Looks kind of like he's aiming for the forehead. And, you know, the frontal lobe. And as Fungi mentions, it is apparently possible to live out your frontal lobe, at least according to FNaF. Someone's in the vent. It's Mangle. Hello, hello. We can hear when he enters the house. Oh yeah, what's up with Mangle? They can't have... Yeah, the thing is... Yeah, now he's inside the office. Ah! Forgot the fucks. Given in 2 hours, I won't take too long then. But don't worry, we'll beat it. We also have tomorrow to beat it. And if we don't manage by then we'll also just play next week. It's all. But yes. But the thing is, the toy animatronics, I think they're... that's another reason some people don't think they're possessed, because if you look at them, like... Balloon Boy, I don't think you can like... Oh, he's gone. Never mind then. Mangle's also gone. But if you look at... You know... Balloon Boy, Mangle, and Toy Chica as well. They're like way too small to have an actual child inside them. So I think the puppet did some of her puppet magic, which we will see in a video game. I keep saying that, but we haven't. Not in a video game, in a mini game. We haven't had any of the mini games yet, so we haven't got the chance to see it yet. It's just because we're so good, we haven't died enough. I'm sorry I'm this good. It can be hard sometimes. Yes, the puppet magic. That is my scientific explanation. There is also an even deeper explanation where, you know, the puppet, you know, sort of like takes some of their soul and... I mean, it doesn't... It's still hella vague. But like the puppet takes, you know, the souls of the children and then transports them into the animatronics. And I know it's really, really vague and it doesn't make any sense whatsoever how the puppet did this, but I still think they believe that they're haunted, the toy animatronics, because, you know, it just makes sense. Everything we see, like, why would they not be haunted? Like, are you telling me it's completely normal, non-ghost behavior for Chica to just remove her beak and her eyes? Like, I could understand the beak if she wants to, you know, be able to bite you or something, but like the eyes. You're telling me that's not some weird ghost shit? Anyway, 1 AM, let's go. So far, so good. And Foxy's here. Let's flash him a bit. Go away. Something's happening, Remnant. Exactly, that is how Remnant works. It's sad metal, and then the sadness got transferred to the metal. I think that makes as much sense as anything else in this game. Bunny's here. How lovely. And Foxy's here and Mangle's here. And that is lovely. Just lovely. Now Mangle's gone. And there's some random noises. There are a lot of noises in this game. It gets very chaotic very quick. Especially because there's, you know, just a lot of random background noises that get added at all times. Now, Mangle is in the vent. We can hear him. That radio signal is not gonna fool us, and then he's out. Yeah, he's... Oh, I have been using another flashlight. I should be a bit more sparse. Again, I don't think it's gonna be a problem because it's really hard to, like, if you're actually trying to save a flashlight battery, it's really hard to run out of it. I just use it a lot now because I'm bored. See, there's Foxy. You can still flash him. FNaF games are all multitasking. Yes, especially this one. I think. Was that 5 seconds? That was maybe 5 seconds. He's gone maybe. 3 AM, halfway through. That's good. Check the fox, he's gone. That's nice. See, this is like the supposedly rare screen. I don't think it's really that rare because I have seen it's like pretty much every time I look in the pattern service and Fox is the only one there. But yes, it's Foxy standing up inside parts and service. It's a bit more difficult to see because all the FNaF animatronic, the old animatronics, need to have left the office, and then Foxy needs to not be in the hallway. That was a close one. I was about to flash. Good thing I didn't. I've played this a lot. I am ready for Freddy and for Chica and all the others. Yeah, I wanna look a bit inside pattern service some more because, you know, just like there is Golden Freddy in the first FNaF game. Oh, not Fox is here. In this game there is Shadow Freddy, who is like a purple blackish Freddy. More purple than black, I would say. But he only appears in Cam 8 parts and service when there are no other animatronics inside, you know, parts of service. And there is 1 in 25 chance of him appearing. So it's not too... See! Oh my god, we got lucky. See, there he is. My beautiful little child. And yeah, there's a bit of, you know... Oh god, Balloon Boy got in. See, that's where he's, you know. I was too focused on the Shadow Freddy. Okay, yes, that was great. That's all the luck we did. All the bad luck from the, you know, not finding Golden Freddy that helped us find Shadow Freddy immediately. But yes, it's kind of, you know, unclear what exactly Shadow Freddy's role is. Some believe that he simply does not exist, that it was just something Scott made up when, you know, in order to be scary and weird once back when the lore of the games wasn't as fleshed out as it is today. But that also doesn't really add up because we get to see Shadow Freddy as well in FNaF 3, and his role makes even less sense than it does in this game. One theory that I personally like is that if you look at Golden Freddy, then oh, damn it, I will take him off. But if we go by the Golden Duo theory, where both Cassidy and even are the children possessing Golden Freddy. I was about to say Foxy, but it's not Foxy, it's Golden Freddy. If we go by that, then I personally kind of like thinking of Cassidy being more the Golden Freddy kind of, you know, part, and then even being the Shadow Freddy one. Like, it's kind of two sides of the same coin, Golden Freddy and Shadow Freddy, because Well, we haven't seen Golden Freddy yet. He shows up on night 6 and onwards. But if you look at Golden Freddy, it's and Shadow Freddy. They're the same, they're just different colors. Now, this theory... God damn it, I was pressing the control button. Yeah, but anyway, this theory doesn't really have any evidence at all. It's more like a headcanon. Something I like to imagine. I think it's because in Security Breach, when you are playing Princess Quest, there's this theory about the princess being Cassidy. And the princess has this kind of gold color, and then at some point in time, you need to like make a shadow version of yourself to solve certain puzzles, and then I don't know, I like to think that's even if the gold part is Cassidy, then the shadow part is even. Also because it makes a bit more sense with what we know, as Cassidy is the more aggressive of the two and the one who comes directly to attack us. And even he cries a lot, he's very sad and shy and scared of everything. So it would make more sense for him to like stay in the back, and also because he's scared of the animatronics, then only be in the back when there's no one else. So yes, that is my personal headcanon, with no evidence whatsoever. But it was cool we got to see him. Now I just need to remember to like how to play this game again, so we don't get killed by Foxy. That is a problem you can have. It's 1 AM. And yeah, now we know he's gone because you know that ambient sound stopped. So that's nice. Yeah, we can't see him because Tika and Freddy has not left part of service yet. They're still in there. It's nice and quiet. Now it's not so nice and quiet. Now it's loud. Here, let's just flash him a bit. Go away, go away. Line up the music box. Flash a bit more. He has a certain meter, Foxy, that you sort of need to fill up with light in order for him to go away. See, he's not here. Bunny and Foxy can appear together if they're like both in the hallway. But Foxy's not here, so we know we don't have to worry about him. We still cannot see him in partner service though, because Tika and Freddy still has not left there. But yes, anyway. Lord, that bunny, so it is really unsettling. I think old Freddy, withered Freddy, as some call him, was probably the one that I found the most unsettling, especially when he was like standing here. He has two poses in the hallway. One where he's like further away from you, and then one where he's really, really close. And the one where he's really close just looks so... Oh, I do not like it. It scares me. Foxy's gone. That's nice, at least. I think Balloon Boy has entered the hallway. Yes. I love me. How nice of him to give us a visit. And she gets me. This is so... Let's wind up the music box and then flash a couple times. I'm a bit worried about using too much light because, okay, now it's 3 AM, but before it was only 2 AM and we had already used the 2 bars of the flashlight. But like, it's fine. It'll be fine. We're fine. Everything's good. Ah, was I too slow? I think I was fast enough. You don't need to be like... You can be a bit slow here on the earlier nights. On 7th night, that one would have been too slow. You need to be really, really fast there. This would not have been good enough. Okay. Okay. Foxy's in the hallway. That's not a problem. We just flash him a bit. I hope the reason the light went out was because he was scared away, not because someone else decided to join him. He's still there. I don't know why I put on the mask. You shouldn't put on the mask when you don't have to. That just makes Foxy even more aggressive and even more likely to attack. We only have one bar left. That's plenty. No problem. No problem at all. He's not there right now, so that's good. Let's wind up for a bit. Then check that. Nope. 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 Wind up a bit more. The fox is here. I see my bed. Hope he goes away. No, Lincoln is inside my office. But don't worry, you just have to put on the head and then he will go away eventually. I think that was the entirety of 5 seconds to stay in there. But I don't know. It's a bit difficult to like count to 5 as in 5 seconds in this game because you know you want to count a lot faster than you need to because yeah, you're stressed. There's a lot of pressure. Chica is here as well. Now we need to check on the music box. Oh yes, we do. Not today, Charlie. You're not gonna get out of here. No one's in the hallway. Well, someone maybe. Look, that's the unsettling Freddy. That is, yeah. Not as much anymore, but it used to. Now he's in here. We just need to wait for him to go away. On later nights, it's actually quite a good strategy to keep the mask on for just 1 second longer, because then the 5 seconds will have passed, and then you can be sure that if Balloon Boy or Toy Chica or Mangle are in the vents, that they would have left too. And if you do it correctly for like the entirety of 5 seconds, that also means you won't have to check the left vent. Because you know that both Toy Chica and Mangle would have, not Mangle, Toy Chica and Balloon Boy would have left you alone, and there's no other animatronic that can like attack from down there. 6 AM, let's go. However, you still have to check the right vent because Toy Bunny is annoying. Yes. See, now everything is back to normal, except the puppet is here and staring at us. Does she know? Does she know what we did? Is she judging me for my sins? Another funny thing about the puppet, now, I think now is the first time we actually get to see her, is that like those purple streaks down, those tears down her face, the puppet did not originally have those. They only came like after the animatronic was possessed. 5th night, let's go.
Hey, good job, night 5. Hey, keep a close eye on things tonight, okay? From what I understand, the building is on lockdown. No one is allowed in or out, you know, especially concerning any previous employees.
Yeah. That might kind of be a hint towards like the earlier owner of the place was the killer.
We're gonna try to contact the original restaurant owner. I think the name of the place was Red Bear's Family Diner or something like that.
That's the location we got in FNaF 4.
We'll be able to track anybody down. Just get through one more night. Hang in there. Good night.
Just one more night. But it's never just 5 nights with 5 Nights at Freddy's. I don't think any nights, any games actually have only 5 nights, or like 5 nights specific. This is the location maybe, but I don't know, that depends sort of if you count the custom night there as a separate night, or like as something that happens in an alternate universe. I don't know. security breach, however, only has one knife, even though it's called Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach. Where are the other 4 nights? It's false advertising. This game. But yeah, previous employees, that might sort of be referring to William, who, like, used to be the co-owner of the place, and then, you know, all the stuff happened, and he murdered some people and, you know, got arrested. Maybe not, who knows. Yeah, the 4 nights in your head. No. Yeah, there is the DLC, but I don't think there'll be 4 nights. I think, I don't know. It doesn't really look, it looks like it's kind of gonna be similar to what we already have, just one more night, but with a girl instead of with Gregory. Ah, chicken. Got me off guard. Not too off guard. Be very quick enough. 2 AM. So far so good. Let me just line up that music box. I talked about this a bit in my previous video on Five Nights at Freddy's 1, but another thing about this game is that you don't really need to use like the cameras at all. Like, they're fun to check. There are a lot of, you know, funny scenarios, interesting scenes that you can see the animatronics in, and then there's also stuff like Shadow Freddy, for example. But other than that, it's not really in any way, shape, or form necessary to use the cameras or be able to see what's on them. You only need to like use the Cam 11 to bind up the music box so that the puppet doesn't come to get you. So yes, that's kind of why, even though I love this game to bits, it's my favorite because of nostalgia. I do kind of think FNaF 3 has better gameplay because you actually need to use all the cameras and like check them and know what's going on. Also in FNaF 3 you need to listen to the sounds and stuff, whereas in this game the sounds aren't really that necessary. Like, it's nice to know when someone has exited the vents and such, but and you know the like things on the music box, it's nice to be able to hear like the tick 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 tick, so that you can keep better track of how long you've been winding the music box, like if you have been doing for 4 ticks and 8 ticks or so. But really you do not actually need sound that much, whereas in FNaF 3 and especially FNaF 4 sound is much more involved. And you need to pay a lot more attention to that. Now 3 AM, halfway through, and we have half a battery. I feel like I'm using a lot more battery than I usually use. I don't know. 4 AM. Let's go. Hi, is Balloon Boy here? No, he's not. I checked. Yeah. He can't like enter the office while I'm in the office. So like, I can't risk taking this one and then going to the other one and then have him enter and then pop. Why exactly would they design Chica with 2 pairs of teeth? I don't know, especially since she's a chicken, so she really doesn't even need 1 pair of teeth. I think it's because, fuck. Well, the puppet is gonna get us. No! Hello, Charlie. This is not good. Let me just flash quickly and then... Hey there, Charlie. How are you doing today? We got it. Like, had that been a later night, we would not have had enough time. It's just kind of funny to say because, you know, it's night 5, it's the one you would think is the latest night, but it's not. So, Mangus in here, go away. And let's flash a bit for the fox. Give him something light. I also don't like when, like, Balloon Boy laughs 2 times in a row, because that makes me nervous about whether he has actually managed to get inside the office. But he hadn't, so that's okay. We kind of got to stop here. So you can't, like, leave anymore before the Unless the music box line. Oh, we are low on battery. Unless the music box winds down again. So we just need to not have it do that. It's kind of like a bit of extra safety thing that you can use in the game. Like one extra chance, one extra life, one might say. Okay, how's this going? It's nice, so far, so good. Sexy! Let me just get some water real quick. Hello, I'm back again. Does she drink her I do not. It's not water, guys. It's water. 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 Margarine hate it. Okay. So now I'm sure you all noticed because you all paid a lot of attention during the first Five Nights at Freddy's playthrough. But in the first playthrough, I'll just say it again, like, just in case some of you might not have noticed, but in the first game, we got paid $170 for the first 5 nights. Whereas in this game, we got paid even less. It's $100.50. So yes, that's also like, kind of indicates that this takes place before the other game, because, you know, inflation and stuff. That's the thing. Okay, now let's see. Now we are getting a 6 phone cam. Like 6 phone. Yes, there he is.
Hello. What on earth are you doing there? Didn't you get the memo? The place is closed down, at least for a while. Someone used one of the suits. We had a spare in the back, a yellow one. Someone used it. Now none of them are acting right. Listen, just finish your shift. It's safer than trying to leave in the middle of the night. We have one more event scheduled for tomorrow, a birthday. You'll be on day shift. Wear your uniform. Stay close to the animatronics and make sure they don't hurt anyone, okay? For now, just make it through the night. When the place eventually opens again, I'll probably take a night shift myself. Okay, good night and good luck.
So, unlike the other calls, which, you know, kind of have a lot of evidence, you know, that's not proofs, like, and that's, how do you say, I can't talk, sorry. But there's a lot of stuff that, you know, kind of makes you think that the other phone calls were pre-recorded. However, in this one, it seems to, you know, actually be the phone guy who's talking to you directly. Is this when the bite of 87 happens? Yeah, it's very, very, very... Oh, God. Fox is already here. Yeah, he gets very, very active this night. I need to be paying a lot more attention. But yes, a lot of people think that it's like in the next night that the birthday party tomorrow where the bite happens. And a lot of people also think that Jeremy Fitzgerald, the guy that we are playing as here, as you might have noticed, the names on the checks like that, that he is the victim of the bite. And you know, the one who loses his frontal lobe. Oh yeah, I need to check it. There was no thing going on. no science plan. That's why I wasn't taking it. I knew it was safe. I instinctively knew. And yes. He also talks about the place closing down. And that's, you know, what people speculate it happened. Like, things were already unstable now. Like, there were already problems now. And, you know, they already had to take a break. And then, in addition to that, you have the bite of 87. And that was what completely closed down this particular Freddy FlaVR restaurant for good. And also led to, you know, the toy animatronics being discontinued. Alligevel here. Where are they? Shush, shush. That was definitely 5 seconds. And let's just wind up the music box. I think we can go for an entire wind here without scaring folks here. Let me just flash it. Go. No, that was the bite of the 83, the one that happened to a child. There were 2 bites. The bite of 83, which happened at Freddy's family diner, and then the bite of 87, which happened at this location. And the bite of 83 is like portrayed. You get to see that happening in a minigame. However, you don't get to see the bite of 87 happen precisely. Like how it happened, or anything specific. So we can only speculate. And then Phone Guy mentions another thing. He mentions that there was a golden suit, and that someone used it, and now none of them are acting right. And you see, that is. I wasn't quick enough. I needed to be quicker, but like, it kind of caught me off guard. Also because I was talking about it. But like, there was this golden suit, and Golden Freddy starts acting actively. Starts, you know, appearing on night 6, while Phone Guy talks about the suit and how now none of them are acting right. So originally, a lot of people like thought that it was obvious. Okay, Golden Freddy is like the suit the killer wore, because it's also so always like slumped down, and it doesn't really look like an animatronic. Oh yeah, Foxy, he exists. I got too caught up in talking. Yes. But like, a lot of people thought that meant the killer was wearing the Golden Freddy suit. But that was actually not the case. He is wearing the suit of an animatronic that the fandom originally dubbed Golden Bunny, who appears in FNaF 3, although his actual name is Springtrap, or Spring Bunny. Springtrap is after William Afton gets trapped inside him. The killer. But yeah, it is still kind of weird how Golden Freddy starts acting. Not good. Maybe good? Yeah, good. Oh yes, pay attention. It is weird how, like, the suit starts appearing after William Afton after the killer has, you know, used another suit. So maybe he did actually just use the Springtrap suit in the original murders, and then use the Golden Freddy here, or the Golden Freddy has something to do with it, or I don't know. We don't really know. There aren't a lot of people talking about that specific, especially not at this point. Like, a lot of people talked about it originally when it was only 3 games that were out, but not anymore. I think a lot of people have forgotten that, and I think that's kind of a shame, because it's really interesting and I wanted to see more speculation and more theories about it. But yes, I think I need to talk a bit less about theories now and more about the game and, you know, focusing, because this is when it starts to get difficult. Night 6, I have quite some trouble with it in the past. Like, I've been it before, obviously. I should not do that. I'm just going to see it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, he's gone. Good. And now to check on the... They moved to YouTube ARG. I don't know what that is, sorry. What ARGs are. But like, not a lot of people like really talk about FNaF 2 anymore when it comes to series and stuff. And I understand that because the game is old, but like, I still think it's a shame because there's a lot of, you know, interesting elements that aren't really explored. Oh man, it's an event. I think I kept it on 1 extra second so I didn't have to check the event. I believe. Yeah, we're good, we're good. All good. 2 AM. I'm hoping... Yeah. Yeah, the bite of 83, the one with the police. I will talk a bit more about that when we get to FNaF 4, because, you know, that's where it actually happens, so that's a bit more relevant, you might say. Chica's here. Go away, go away. Shush, shush. Please leave. That's why Chica's here. But she doesn't attack from there, she just shows up in the hallway. Little boy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that was definitely 5 seconds. I'm not really good at counting to 5 because I don't know how to go. Alternate reality game. Ah, that makes sense. The toy bunny is here, that's not good. Move across quickly. Yes, hurry, hurry, please. Please, 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 please. Flash the fox. It doesn't matter if like it's black or if he actually shows up. Like if you're flashing while it's black and blurred, or if you're flashing and can see something, it still counts as having a flash tab. Oh, that's not good. Let's just try again. Pretend that didn't happen. Okay. Now the siren noise start, and then we can start flashing the switch. And then back to the music box. Wind it up. And flash the fox. I should be putting the head down too when I pull the monitor. Yeah. Or pull the head up. That's what you say. Or pull it down. Because the fox is gonna go. That's always nice. But now he's here again. Like, he's not gone for very long, so I don't know. I usually don't bother to like flash him enough to go away completely because he just comes back again quickly. If that makes sense. I don't know if that sentence makes sense. I'm a bit stressed, so some things I say may actually not, you know, make any sense. Yes, that's a good sentence. Maybe we can use that in another episode. Okay, 1 AM. So far, so good. We've used one bar, but that's okay. We can figure it out. Deal with it. But yeah, you can get... oh god, I forgot to check. I got completely half German, half English, yes. I won't even know how to speak English by the end of this. gonna be some weird sounding German though, because but there's no sign, so we don't need to worry about the fox yet. Now we need to worry about the fox. Question. That's nice. And then like music box and then phew. That's a bit more. One thing that is like I've been playing a lot of this game on my tablet mostly. Also on my computer, but more so on my iPad. And one thing that is, you know, a lot nicer about the computer version is that you can like it's easier to flash the flashlight when you're scrolling from like one side of the screen to another. Like when you're playing on the iPad, you need to sort of tap on the screen and then in order to use the flashlight, and then it's kind of hard to like tap on the screen and, you know, scroll by also tapping on the screen. Like it doesn't make it so, but I guess it makes sense. This game is made to be played on the computer first and foremost. And there we have the chicken. How lovely. Lovely. 1 AM again. That is where we got to last time as well. Let's go. Wind up the music box once more, and everything is alright. I'm a bit worried about putting down the Freddy mask, because on one half, if Golden Freddy was... Oh god, no. Was that too late? That might have been too late. Yeah, that was too late. Sorry. But as I was saying, I'm a bit worried about like putting the mask down too quickly. Like, no, that's not what I meant to say. I'm worried about putting the mask on. Because if you put it on, but there's no real threat inside the office, then Foxy will get more aggressive. And I really don't need a more aggressive Fox. He's aggressive enough as it is. Alright. Oh yeah, check on the Fox. Hey, that's right. I need to play this game. Wait, full focus mode. Chick, 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 chick. Chick.
Hello.
Chick. Yeah, I need to put... Wind up the music box. Mask. Flash. Flash. Light. Music box. Mask. Hey Chica, you didn't quite get me there. Then wait an extra second. And then we don't have to check the left side. Ta-da! That is the power of FNaF. Of the doctor. That's the doctor power. The power of lines. If you are thinking, how come she's so good at playing this game? It's because of lines. Go eat a line before you play this game. Hi Freddy. Hi Freddy boy. I think he's inside the office, so I'm gonna wait an extra second and then I don't have to check the time. I think that was a second. Yeah, it is. He's good. Good. Hi Charlie. How are you doing? Then check the Fox. I don't have time for you. Sorry, Charlie. I have a day left, Foxy. And checks the Fox. Nice. He's gone. He's not there at all. He'll show up together with Mangle if the two of them are in the hallway. So we can know for sure that he's not there. So that's good. I'm still just flashing a bit because... Just because he's not there when I started. Is he... Okay, I thought for a second that Balloon Boy might have gotten into my office because he laughed 2 times in a row. But that was not the case. So yay for that. 2 AM. Let's go. Only 4 hours more. We've got this. Become the line. Yes, that's how you win this game. You become the line. And then the mask, and then... Yes. Good, good, good. Hi to you too. Is he? He's here. Balloon Boy will always say hi when he enters the office. That was definitely 5 seconds, I should be counting. If he says hello or ha ha ha, then he's not entering the office. He only says hi when entering the office, I believe. Okay, that was... I should have kept it on an extra second, but no one else here. No one else is here, so that is good. And Balloon Boy is not in the event because he did not say hi. But sure, Chica might be there, so... And yeah, no, he cannot enter the event by in the office, I forgot. Now Mangle is inside my office. How lovely. I just wanted to get some classes in because I already messed it up, so might as well. Now he's gone. And I don't know if that was 5 seconds, so I'm taking the left. Okay, I think Balloon Boy's in here now. That's good. No, that's 7. That's a lot harder. That is very much a spike in difficulty, and it's impossible. Toy Bunny, please be quick. He's quick here. You see, now Toy Bunny is nice to us, and you know, treating us well by just... Oh yeah, the puppet was already halfway down. I forgot. Is Foxy or the puppet gonna get me? Place your bets, everyone. Who am I gonna lie to first? It was Foxy. You need to be quicker, Charlie, if you wanna kill me. Okay. Okay. But yeah, sometimes like Toy Bunny will just stay in that vent forever and run out your entire music box. And that's why I don't like it. Okay. Let's try once more. Oh yeah, take the fox. I got a bit confused. When was Juan's thing again? I don't know how to pronounce the name, I'm so sorry. I would say that English is not my first name, but I don't think it's an English name. Well, English is not my first language, I really can talk. But yeah, I'm thinking this is probably gonna be the last try. Thank you for checking, that is nice of you. I'm a bit preoccupied, as you may be able to see. That's good, that's good. 1 AM. Nice, nice. All's nice. He streams in 1 hour. Okay, 1 hour, then plenty of time. I was a bit worried. Because, like, if it wasn't 2 minutes now, then yeah, I wouldn't be able to finish it. I'm probably still gonna end after this attempt, so we'll see if it succeeds or not. But if it doesn't, then we'll just have to wait till tomorrow to win. We'll win tomorrow then. It'll be alright. It will all be good. Yes, yes.
Hello.
Yes. Hello. So not to worry. Let me see. Go away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that was the 5 seconds. I should have like a stopwatch or something else where I could like count seconds on. Tomorrow is going to be early for me. I don't know if you saw, but I changed the time for tomorrow. The puppet did not get out. Oh, that's good. That's all right. I should not be waiting for this long. Fox is gonna get me, isn't he? No, he did not. Go away. Go away, you vile fox. But the time for tomorrow's thing. Unless you mean like you're leaving now. In that case, have fun. But yeah, I'm gonna... We can do it. We can beat it this night. I believe in us, maybe. I don't know. I don't have that much faith in me. Ah, funny. Go away. Thank you. Golden Freddy is there. When his head is there, that means I should stop flashing, so like continuously flashing him as I just did. That is the opposite of what you're supposed to do. So yeah, that was not a very... Oh god! Sorry, boy. Okay, tomorrow's stream it will... I'll probably decide. I don't care. It will be at... See, there she is. Now we got to see her. Her lovely face. It will be at 9 p.m. in my time zone, which is 8 p.m. GMT. I don't know what time it is in American time zone, but it starts 1 hour later than the one today. So hopefully that will help you. Anyway, I think I'm gonna log out for now. Thank you all for stopping by and being here with me. It has been really nice to see you all. And yes, that's it for now. 3 p.m. EST and 12 p.m. PST. Yes, that's good. Thanks for streaming. You're welcome, friend. It's been nice to see you all. So yes, go have fun and have a nice day or night or morning or whatever you're having. It was a lot of fun. I'm glad. See you.